Hello, friends. It's me. And I tried to record this on stream, which is a new thing I'm doing. Also, if you're not watching my streams, shame on you. But also, these are several strange posts that my wonderful sibling River has sent to me, as well as a few that I found myself. Some interesting stuff, kind of reminiscent of buy and sell hell. By the way, before I forget, if you have anything that you think would be good on that show, on buy and sell hell, please send it to me. I can't find anything good, and it's starting to make me really just crazy. I miss doing that show. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, let's read some very strange posts from my wonderful sibling. How many terrible takes can one motherfucker have? I don't know why that is underneath this picture of this bird, but I really like this bird. What if you're making out with a guy, and you reach down to grab his dick, but when you tug off his pants and boxers, instead of a dick, he has a model train, and starts whispering, "Let me choo-choo in your hoo-hoo," seductively. This week on text posts that should have been left in the drafts for eternity. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. Egg. Isn't it weird that we pay money to see other human beings? You talking about prostitution, the movies, or airplane tickets? Glasses. The greatest trick the devil ever played was getting me banned from an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. Why'd you get banned? Touched the rat. What rat? Chunky Cheese! I just really like this image. Why do witches, always want to fatten kids up before they eat them? Fat's like the grossest part of meat. Well, hello there, little children. Please follow me to my magical fitness room. No pansies allowed beyond this point. Leave your whining at the door, cause it's leg day and we're about to get ripped. Because they're always cooking said kids in cauldrons and ovens, aka long cooking times at lowish heat. If you do that to fatty meat, fat melts completely, and the meat gets teared apart with a fork soft. If you do that to lean meat, you get tiny little sad meat bits that bring no joy to anyone. Well, you did ask. Also, there's wisdom in fattening them up on sweets and other carbs. A meatless, carb-rich diet makes for more tender and flavorful meat. Are you arguing over the semantics of eating children? What gun for home protection would be a very bad idea? I had to think this through because it posed an interesting question. What is the proverbially worst gun for home defense? A .22 single-shot rifle is at least small and quick and to the point. A Barrett M82 is at least going to instantly stop whatever it hits. Even a good old-fashioned musket is going to do good damage, and it won't hurt your ears. No, I wanted to know what the undisputable worst home defense gun in the world is. And I have found it. This is the 950 JDJ Fat Mac. It is a 100-pound, 5-foot-long rifle that shoots a 1-pound solid brass bullet at 2,200 feet per second. That is a really big fucking gun. It is non-NFA, only because the ATF gave it a sporting exemption as a joke, as if anybody is going to hunt with this. This round would be overkill for hunting blue whales. I'd like to paint a picture for you. It's 2 a.m. You're a window break in your living room. This is the worst day that this could happen, as every single one of your guns was lost in a tragic boating accident this morning. All were lost, except for one. You look across the room, in dread, at your anti-kaiju rifle. You know what you have to do. but you don't know if you have the strength to do it, both literally and figuratively. Heaving the rifle into your arms, you load a 950 cartridge and begin to waddle towards the door. Your feet make a loud thud as you take each 6-inch step. You know that the intruders hear you. You hope they do, for perhaps they will run and spare the world the suffering that is about to befall it. You try to set the rifle down, but end up clipping your bedroom door, and it's immediately knocked off its hinges by this battering ram that you're carrying. You attempt to round the corner, bonking the muzzle against the door frame and the adjacent wall, across at least 4 or 5 times. To your horror, 2 invaders stand there at the end of the hall. With a heavy heart, you raise the rifle to your shoulder while making inhuman grunting noises from the strain of attempting some semblance of a shooting position. The burglars simply stare in disbelief, unable to process the situation they are witnessing, as if in a dream. You cannot aim the rifle, as the last time you fired this gun, you turned your $3,000 Leopold into a kaleidoscope. You simply hold it at an angle that appears to be correct, and then fire. You're immediately knocked to the floor as if hit by a semi-truck going 20. The shot connected with one of the criminals and erased him from existence. Even the memories of him have been destroyed, and you're wondering why you just shot into an empty hallway. The shot continues to travel through at least 4 houses, a car, and a 10-ton boulder, before lodging itself 20 feet deep into a nearby hill, never to be seen again. At this point, you realize you cannot hear. The surviving burglar can't hear either, but he's also on fire from the muzzle blast, and is currently vacating your home. You don't care. Your shoulder is dislocated, and there's a hole in your brand new AR-500 refrigerator. You're crying now. The police arrive. Upon seeing the scene, they start laughing. You start crying harder. That is a unbelievably large weapon. So, yeah, I think I can see why that would be the reaction. These following ones, I want to just preface this, are ones that I found on eBay for clearly either photoshopped or horribly mistranslated things. And this image, no hurt for long time wearing. Ergonomic design, never bored with 24 hours wearing. Yes, because this woman is clearly actually wearing these earbuds. They don't even match the lighting in the room. This is, yeah, no, they're great. They're fucking great, dude. You should go ahead and order a pair. High quality metal shaft. Flip phone is not easy to use. The shaft is the key. Using metal double shaft design through tens of thousands of openings and closings, test flexible and convenient to use. Quality assurance, wear resistant and durable, effectively protect the life of the cable. All for this Hello Kitty phone. The next few of them are about this exact phone, so I hope you're enjoying this. Bluetooth connection. Bluetooth device function. Support more Bluetooth application functions. Bluetooth transmission. Bluetooth notification. Bluetooth dialing. Bluetooth calling. Information synchronization. Etc. Connect Bluetooth functions. You can synchronize operations. So there's a couple of things about this that I really, really love. One is the horribly mistranslated dialogue. I like the blue Bluetooth dialing, as opposed to any other color dialing. I like that it connects to other obvious smartphones using Bluetooth, because when you have a tiny phone like this, of course you also have a smartphone, because you need both, for some reason. And I also love the things that are listed on the screens. I love that the devices that are not connected on the iPhone over here are K688, V8, Wisdom Love, X23, and of course, Manku. And I didn't fail to notice that of the 2 SIM cards that are in our Hello Kitty phone, one of them is China Mobile, and the other is China Unicorn. I don't know what China Unicorn is, but now I'm glad to know it exists. Large battery, long battery life. Equipped with 1200 millihertz, high-density, high-quality batteries with the best power-saving system, long standby for a week. The battery is safe and durable. And more durable. Did you think this battery was just durable? You fool. It is far more durable than that. The main thing that puts me off playing chess is that there is 2,000 years of gameplay that hundreds of people with higher IQs than me have spent thousands of hours studying the history of. So much so that when I put a pawn forward, they say, "Aha! I see you've gone for the Bulgarian somersault." Then I try to take their bishop with my knight, and they go, "Oh, rookie mistake. You've played the Frenchman's cumsock, and in approximately 37 moves, I'll have won." Do you like my smart guy laugh? It's basically just, you laugh directly through your nose, while, like, closing off, like, the back of your throat, so it's all like... I don't know why I told you how to do it. This is stupid. If a woman asks you, "You notice anything new?" Tell her, "I do. Your beauty surprises me every day." Then continue thinking about velociraptors. The most consequential figures in the tech world are half guys like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, and half some guy named Ronald who maintains a Unix tool called Runk, which stands for Ronald's Universal Number Counter, and handles all math for every machine on Earth. Yeah, the fucked up thing is that's not an inaccurate description. That is kind of accurate to a lot of things. Some days you win. Other days you drop a family-sized lasagna on your favorite pair of shoes. I have several questions about this, Troy. Why were you carrying around a family-sized lasagna? Why did you spell it like lasagna? Why is your floor disgusting? And why do you kind of look like Bill Clinton? Me watches a single YouTube tutorial so I can fix my door hinge. YouTube. What's up, Hinge lover? Here are the top 1,000 videos from the Hinger community this week. Check out this trending Hinge content from engaging Hingefluencers. Okay, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. I died inside doing that, so I hope you all appreciate it. Tiny Tim is 3 soy sauce without tail, and about 4 soy sauce with tail. I like that not only is this person measuring their cat, whom they've named Tiny Tim, with soy sauce packets, but that they are the admin of whatever fucking group this has been posted in. So, Herman Melville's Moby Dick is supposed, by many, to be the greatest English language novel ever written, especially among those written in the Romantic tradition. It's not that I don't get that there is a ton of complexity, subtlety, and depth to this book about a mad captain's quest for revenge against a great white whale. And on the surface, it's even a pretty darn good adventure story. And honestly, Melville's prose is flowing, elegant, and as beautiful as any writing can possibly be. It is magnificent, actually. It's just that any enjoyment or satisfaction I got out of the book was overshadowed by the tedious, largely pointless stretches of encyclopedic descriptions about the whaling industry. Melville strikes me as one of those people who corner you at a party and talk incessantly about whaling ships, whales, whale diet, whale entomology, whale zoology, whale blubber, whale delicacies, whale migration, whale oil, whale biology, whale ecology, whale meat, whale skinning, and every other possible topic about whales, so that you finally have to pretend that you have to go to the bathroom just to get away from the crazy old man. Only he'd follow you into the bathroom and keep talking to you about whales while peering over the side of the stall and trying to make direct eye contact with you the whole time. Also, it really sucks to be a genuine nice guy, not some overly milady neckbeard weirdo nice guy, but not some fucking, hey, your tits are huge, come suck my dick, fix me a sandwich and fuck off type of dude either. Just an average nice dude, because 9 out of 10 women say they want a nice dude, and then when they end up leaving them for a fucking sleeve-tattooed walking bicep with shaved head or some shit who chugs 2 bangs and then... Chugs 2 bangs? Okay. Beats up his grandmother for HGH buddy and calls his GF skank. Then they complain that they can never find a nice guy. Chicks are literally insane. They'll date dudes like that 1,000 times and will be sitting there with 2 black eyes going, why can't I find a nice dude? While texting Lays, the guy who wears tight polo t-shirts and Oakleys and yells at the women in the drive-thru who gets his orders wrong and then does a burnout in his 2018 Ram truck. I realized this guy said that he wasn't a nice guy, but I tried to give him the nice guy voice anyway, but I didn't want to go full neckbeard, so I kind of just sounded like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. Yep. That wasn't intentional, but... Drum and bass. And cheese, afternoon. Dance to your favorite drum and bass tunes while you eat cheese and learn about the path to righteousness. Tuesdays at 3. Brie and cats. I'm sorry, I didn't know where I was going to go with that, but something came out of that. Use roller skates. $69. Note to self. Keep your homework and personal work in separate folders because you will end up submitting Minecraft fanfiction instead of your essay on the cultural history of the Philippines. I'm unfortunately saying this from experience. I attend a very strict boarding school where we were only allowed 3 sets of personal clothes, including bras and underwear, stored at school for special occasions until we reached the 9th grade. The school issued everything from socks to winter clothes to each student. Even the personal clothes had to follow the rules of no skulls, no inflammatory messaging, no age-inappropriate underclothes, no intentional holes, stains, or rips, etc. The dress code was meant to stop 8th grade girls from running around in Victoria's Secret bombshell lifting bras under those ripped side t-shirts with lace thongs showing above Daisy Dukes, and 8th grade boys from running around with Ahiago hoodies over F the Police shirts with paisley print boxers showing above torn jeans. These aren't random references. They included photos of specific prohibited items. I went from 2007 to 2012, 7th grade to graduation. And man, that's a wild era for kids' fashion. I'm suddenly having flashbacks and you're not wrong. Live the American Dream. 1992 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, $4,200. This 1992 Cadillac Coupe de Ville came from the estate of a man named Winston. I never met Winston, but I think I learned a little about him from driving his car. There was a time in America where a man could graduate from high school, get a good-paying job at a business factory, or whatever, buy a house with a white picket fence, 2.5 kids, and a golden retriever. He could work there for 40 years and retire with a fat pension, buy himself a Cadillac. I think they used to call this the American Dream. I'd like to think that Winston lived it to the fullest. The MSRP for this car is around $31,740. Around $60,000 today. Someone buying a coupe in 1992 could have gotten an FD Mazda RX-7 or a Lexus SC300 for similar money. If I hadn't been 5 years old at the time, I probably would have spent the money on an Eclipse GSX and a white Ford Bronco. But these cars were all too modern, and Winston was old school. He had to have a Cadillac, and he checked all the option boxes he always dreamed about. 4.9-liter V8, cassette player, white wall tires, Landau top, gold hood ornament, two-tone interior with plush red carpeting and white tufted leather seats. That's a nice-ass car. Not long after this car was built, the world changed. The American dream gradually died. The business factory moved overseas. Cadillac's got the terrible North Star engine starting in 1993 and then gradually evolved into CTSVs and Escalades. There's no new car made for Winston anymore. Most millennials, like me, will never be able to afford a new Cadillac. I may never even be able to retire if I keep buying rad old cars. So why wait? The American dream is for sale, right now, today, for only $4,200. In all seriousness, I bought this car specifically to take a 3,000-mile road trip in an old-school Cadillac. I took care of some of the deferred maintenance, 4 new tires, new front brakes, fluid changes, and the car exceeded all expectations on the trip. Now that I'm back, it's time to sell it and move on to the next car. Like any older car, it does have a few issues. The ABS light and check engine light come and go. There's a small leak in the rear air suspension. The compressor works, and the car has coil springs in the back. The air is just supplemental. But it's thoroughly tested, and will run down the highway all day with cruise controls set to 80 and the AC blowing cold. And a clean Texas title in my name. No skeezy title stuff here. May consider trading it for a Suzuki Samurai / Sidekick X90 Geo-Tracker or Mercedes 560 SEC, plus cash on my end, or a car hauler trailer. Low ballers welcome, but please have the courtesy to come look at the car first. Just want to point out as a side note that my buddy G-Man sometimes listens to these, and he had a Suzuki Sidekick, and that thing was fucking amazing. Oh, man. Free meme of the highest truth. Eartha. Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace. A free meme to use and share of hopes of bringing back the great days of Craigslist. Use it to share and pass along to the unenlightened. Free our people from the oppression of pure bullcrap that Facebook Marketplace has forced upon us great ones of Craigslist. You know, I was trying to sound like an angry spinster lady, but I'm just starting to sound like really fancy papyrus, so... Now go forth and part the seas of pure shit ads and lead your people to the holy land that is Craigslist, that we may once again roam our great home that is Craigslist once more. No more Gabriels trying to get you to ship a small block Chevy for $20 halfway across the USA. Gabriels? No more Tanners IMing you, calling you a stoofoo, whatever that is, for wanting $200 out of your Clark welder that you paid $2.99 for and never used, telling you how much they are at Harbor Freight, etc. No more having your listings hurried in vast oceans of pure nothing you want. No more sifting through a desert of not what I searched for, because Facebook Marketplace is about as articulate as a defiant prisoner placed on the board and leaned upside down against the wall in the dunk tank right over where the crazy smeared his poop all over the place last night, and the trustees refuse to clean, even though they get unlimited free phone time in their sellouts for that very purpose. That is incredibly specific. Free our people now and share my meme. Share this post and let's get Craigslist hopping again and saving our sanity. Someone should clearly save this person's sanity because I think they are absolutely insane. Green Doe action figure from Star Wars. $25. I have with me a Star Wars action figure from the Star Wars named Green Doe. I got this figure in 1996. It is not from the 80s, but the 90s. I got it on November 11th, 1996, after my mother, Gladys, returned from her night shift at Roy's Night and Fun. I was at my grandmother's, Temp, and I was worried that I wouldn't get home for the next day's event. Anyway, my other, Gladys, on her way stopped by a store, I do not recall the name, and picked me up this Star Wars toy, plus a bag of balloons, not included in the sale, and herself chips, and a lottery scratcher, and a pack of Pall Malls. Once she got to my grandmother's, she picked me up. On the way home, we had to stop at a red light, the one that was on the corner of Rex and Main, but it has now been moved. I opened the toy at this very spot and disposed of the package it was in. Once arriving home, I could not play with the toy until the next day, 'cause my mother's ex-boyfriend Robert was there in the yard, upset and yelling 'cause Mother was seen a few nights ago with Sammy Summers, a local musician and country and western singer. Sammy never really had any hit songs, but he was somewhat of a local star in these parts around this time. He wrote one song for Tammy Wynette, but he never recorded the song, or her manager never gave it to her. My mom had been out with him a few times, and this did not sit well with Robert, who was often jealous of Sammy Summers, mostly 'cause he got to play bass for 38 Special when they came to town in 1975, and their bass player Ken Lyons took ill after eating what I believe was some bad curry. Anyway, I never got to play with this toy until the next day, but it always held a special memory for me because a few weeks later, my mom and Robert got married. Anyway, I want $25 for it. I don't know why I gave him that voice, and this is fucking weird, but yeah, okay. Some say it's haunted, but the only weird thing we ever saw it do was float in the air for a few days. If this happens, just trick the desk into saying its own name backwards. Its name is Mortimer Woodsworth. Do not leave this desk in a room with a cross on the wall. This will make the desk very, very angry, and it will split any pencils you leave inside its drawers in half. Sometimes the desk farts, and it smells like straight-up devil. It was really hard to read with a straight face, so I hope you all appreciated that. Free, possibly gay, albino ferrets, P. Ridge. I have 2 male albino ferrets that I believe are gay. I have tried separating them, and they both get very depressed and won't eat or drink. I also put them with female ferrets, and they show interest. I really don't have a need for gay ferrets. If you're interested in adopting these 2 live-long, inseparable ferrets, please call and ask for Tommy. Calls only, please. Tommy, the Ferret Man. I like that he describes himself as the Ferret Man, like that's his secret identity. Ah yes, Tommy, the Ferret Man. $50, or best offer. I just want this cursed thing off my hands. I was going to sell it for $200 because it has a legacy, but I just want it gone. Please, don't ask questions. Is the price negotiable? Yes. You must protect the legacy. What does that entail? No questions, please. I like that it's constantly brought up, but no one will explain what the legacy is. Camo four-wheeler, $450. Man, let me tell you what. This here's a never-before-seen, completely camouflaged ATV. Runs as fast as you do, maybe faster. Got a killer radio on it, but you gotta sing along to hear it. But hell, son, that's just the start. We got a stealth motor and exhaust. You heard that right, but no one else will. Want to hear some more? This here can stack up and fit in your back seat. Runs off jet fuel and Budweiser. Best used under the influence about 12 to 20 beers. We'll need new tires. Yee-hoo! Schlep is one of the best Yiddish words. We don't talk about it enough. There's no other word that specifically means 1, I am going somewhere. 2, it is a long and not very pleasant journey. And 3, I am complaining about it. Ah, yes, the fellow Schlep of the ring. Okay, am I stupid? Or do a fair portion of the lyrics to Kiss from a Rose just not make any sense at all? Why do your eyes get larger when it snows? What the fuck is a gray? Seal! Seal, I am talking to you! Seal! I've avoided explaining these lyrics for 25 years. I am not going to start now. This is hilarious, actually. And you know what? You are 100% correct. Thank you, Seal. I like that Seal wrote an amazing R&B song, and when people are like, what does it mean? He's just like, nope. Just when I thought I couldn't like you more. Hey, I wonder what happens if I put powdered milk into carbonated water. My cereal is loud, and it's demanding to know why I would sin against both nature and God so thoughtlessly. How does it taste? Bad. The fizz comes from carbonic acid in the water splitting into CO2 and H2O over time. And carbonic acid is, it's an acid. It's sour. By adding milk to sour water, you created a very convincing emulation of spoiled milk. So I'll believe in a heartbeat that the taste is not great. I have mastered the potion instant spoiled milk, therefore earning the rank of shittiest alchemist currently alive. That is quite an amazing feat to have uncovered. Good job. And finally, everyone shut up and look at this carving of a whale from 1200 to 600 CE Shamash culture. You look at that whale. Look at that fucking whale. I ought to make that whale my Discord icon. I just love his little, hey! Oh my god. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a Ko-Fi, which I would appreciate you donating to, mainly because that's how we make a lot of money on this channel, and we need it. And a merch store, which has a bunch of new designs in it, which you should totally check out, because they're awesome. If you have your own weird story to send me, send it to r/Moonhorse Stories. And, yeah, I'll see it. Okay. See you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.